EA Sports coverage of the National Football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his first look is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. He'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 78 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
The throw over the middle, taken in. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead or try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to expand to that first touchdown. Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the 1st quarter? They're really putting their stamp on this game early with their play calls. and they certainly look good so far.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to babble his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Let's go. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 43, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to throw here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. Austin's offense ready to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll be out right at the 35. Definitely going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Hands it off out of the gun.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted. But he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Boston's offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bats will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to our All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And his kick is indeed good, and that gets him back within 10.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they'll run on the draw. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return,
and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And take it right on the 30.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one almost... From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there.
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bats answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back to the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now this throw caught left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they go screen, it's complete, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hands it off out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. 1:36 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. His throw caught at about the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the home team here,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.